Chief Will Mueller.
Thank you. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you for that. That rarely happens. Mr. McNeil said, with us we've got experts. Maybe it was the chief, that we have experts in this area. I'm here to tell you, I don't want to disappoint any of you, we're far from that. We're very far from experts. As a matter of fact, we weekly tell ourselves, gosh, we really don't know what we're doing here. We're just kind of, what we do is we try to make right decisions. So if there's any expertise involved with any of this, it's attempting to make right decisions. So that's where we are. That's how we classify ourselves. Certainly not as experts, but thank you for the kind words. As introduced, my name is Will Mueller, Assistant Fire Chief with Colerain Township Fire Department. In my 20-plus years of service with Colerain Township, I've been part of many change initiatives. However, this one here has by far been the most impactful and significant of my career. As we go about the presentation, I'll tell you a little bit more about that. Here are learning objectives here for our discussion. Discussed some statistical data just to give you guys a little bit of a background of where we stand in Colerain as far as our run data and some other demographical data as well. Discuss the quick response team response model. We'll try to paint the picture for what that looks like. There's a lot of moving pieces to it, but we'll try to give you the best description we can. Shauna's going to come up and discuss the role of Addiction Services Council within that QRT response model. She does a great job. Without them, and I know you're going to hear Director Malloy say this later too, without the works of Shauna and Nan Franks, none of this would be possible. The only thing we're supplying here is the client base. They're the ones who are behind the scenes doing this real work, and so they're fantastic to work with. We'll describe the need for culture change, and I know in the fire and EMS service, there's a culture in which we handle or conduct ourselves around this problem. Law enforcement's the same way. We'll discuss kind of what some of our needed changes were, what we identified, how we went about that, and then what some of the results of changing that culture yielded. And then lastly, we'll throw out some statistical data that shows some of the successes that we've had within our program. All right, so those are pretty much the 5 discussion points. And just to reiterate what Director Malloy said, we like a lot of dialogue, a lot of discussion. We're not up here to present monologue. If you guys have questions, just raise your hand. We're going to make this kind of as informal as possible. That's how we all learn. There's a wealth of experience sitting in this room right now. If we were to stand up here and just talk about our program, we would be shortchanging not only ourselves but all of you as well. There's a lot of knowledge in here. We want to share that. We want to share that.